The story of Amir, the translator of hidden truths. In the heart of Al-Andalus, during the time of the Umayyad Caliphate in the 10th century, lived a young boy named Amir. He was an orphan, his parents lost to the Great War when he was just a child. Raised by the care of kind strangers, Amir did not care much about luxury or anything like that. Instead of that, he preferred studying ancient texts. The city of Cordoba, the capital of Al-Andalus, was a center of learning. It was said to house the most magnificent libraries where scholars from all corners of the earth, Persians, Arabs, Berbers, Christians, and Jews, gathered to study, teach, and exchange knowledge. The city was famous for its scholars and intellectuals, and Amir spent his days in the great library of Cordoba, reading and copying manuscripts by candlelight. Amir's passion lay in ancient texts, especially those written by the great thinkers of Persia, Greece, and India. Though he did not have the privilege of formal education, Amir was incredibly determined. He was fluent in Arabic, Latin, and Greek, languages that allowed him to study the classical works that others had long forgotten. One evening, while browsing the dusty shelves of the library, Amir stumbled upon a mysterious manuscript. It was old and fragile, its pages yellowed with age, but its cover was adorned with intricate symbols he had never seen before. The title, written in an unfamiliar script, caught his attention: The Lost Secrets of the Ancients. As Amir carefully translated the text, he discovered that it contained ancient knowledge about the nature of the soul, the workings of the universe, and the hidden connections between all religions. The manuscript spoke of peace, balance, and the importance of seeking wisdom with a pure heart. Some of the teachings appeared to align with Islamic principles, while others were drawn from ancient wisdom. Amir became obsessed with understanding the full meaning of the text. However, as he translated more pages, he realized that the manuscript was more than just a scholarly text. It was a spiritual guide, calling upon its readers to live with compassion, humility, and an unwavering belief in the power of Allah's wisdom. But one thing troubled Amir. The more he translated, the more he sensed a challenge. The text was difficult, often speaking in riddles and paradoxes. He couldn't help but wonder, was it truly meant for someone like him, a poor orphan, far from the world of royal scholars and rich merchants? One day, after weeks of working on the manuscript, Amir sat down to ponder his work. He felt both pride and doubt in equal measure. His translations were precise, but something was missing, a deep understanding that could only come through action, not just words. A fellow scholar named Ibrahim, a teacher in Cordoba, noticed Amir's dedication and invited him to discuss his progress. Amir shared his concerns, explaining how he felt lost in the complexity of the manuscript's teachings. Ibrahim, a wise man, listened patiently. Amir, he said, knowledge is not simply to be studied, it is to be lived. What good is it to read the words of the greatest thinkers if they do not guide you to a better life? The true test of your understanding will not be in your translations, but in how you act upon what you learn. Amir thought deeply about this and decided to dedicate himself not just to translating ancient texts, but to practicing the teachings he uncovered. Over the next several months, he worked tirelessly, helping the poor, serving his neighbors, and applying the values of patience, humility, and justice he had read about. It wasn't about possessing knowledge for personal gain, but about spreading goodness and wisdom to those around him. As Muslims, it is essential that we use our knowledge in the best way possible. In the grave, one of the questions we will face is how we used the knowledge knowledge we were given. If we are like Amir, using our knowledge for good and in the service of Allah, we would be among the successful ones in this life and the hereafter.